Emil's tummy hurts. He was just crying, and then right when the camera's rolling, I pat him on the back, and he burped a little, and I think
I honestly would love it
if I burped you.
maybe like a large woman threw me over her shoulder and burped me. But like a really large woman. I want to feel like a baby.
Yeah, I saw a video of this.
Large woman?
Yeah, I
burping
think,
a man?
No. She was walking across the street, and she was wearing like boots with the heel. I think she was a WNBA player. She's like 6'7" or something.
No, I need larger than that. I want to be baby sized compared to this woman.
Wow, that's I can't help you there. No.
Yeah, I don't know if she exists.
Well, folks, the big news is today is our third to last episode. That's right, no joke. 3 more episodes.
Yeah, I think that's the important part. It's not a joke. We're not doing a bit.
Yeah, we're not doing a bit.
And I feel like even while saying that, people are going to be like, "Oh, it's some kind of
joke. It's gonna be a new season or something." No, the show is ending. We're leaving TMG Studios. No bad blood or anything. We're gonna be having a new show, and you'll be able to find us in our new location very soon as we have more information, which will probably be in the next week.
Right.
So stay tuned here, but also...
And we apologize for being vague. There's just a lot of unknowns currently.
Yeah.
But as soon as we have concrete information, we're going to give it to you. And the best way to do that is probably to follow us on socials.
That's exactly right.
So you can find that as soon as it happens, or,
stay tuned here.
We have 2 more episodes, so stay tuned, and we'll give you more information here as well.
Exactly right.
There will still be Ben and Emil content for you. It will not be part of the TMG network.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be great, and you should follow us to see how it's gonna go.
Don't cry. Stop
Don't
crying.
Cry.
Everybody just calm down.
Your mom and dad still love you.
Your mom and dad still love you. That's what's important.
That's what's important.
We still love you.
Sure,
And
Christmas is gonna be annoying to figure out.
Yeah.
Especially when you guys find your own partners when you grow up.
Mhm.
Good luck figuring out where to go.
Thanksgiving,
A mess.
your birthday.
Disaster.
Yeah.
But
We love you.
you'll still get content.
Yeah. So all that's to say, if you don't follow us on Instagrams and Twitter, be sure to do that so you can be ready because we want it to be a seamless thing where after 3 weeks, the following week, it's just continuing. So, which brings me to the next thing I want to say. Well, also check the disclaimer in the description box.
We're at a party, and I've gone up to my girlfriend to say, "Hey, I want to leave soon." So she starts
To cry.
no.
Oh,
To know,
she throws up.
start saying bye to people.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know it's going to take a while.
Right.
So we're not leaving yet. But no, I've told my girlfriend we're leaving soon.
But really, I love you guys so much, and I still do my best to respond to DMs, and we still get messages from people telling us what the show means to them, and I'm just trying to say that the feeling is mutual, and you mean a lot to us too, because without you, we wouldn't be sitting in these chairs, talking into these microphones, staring into these cameras.
Save it for...
Okay.
Welcome back to Monkey at the Beat Man. Kramer, when I get done with you. Yeah.
Are you ready for a Trillionaire mindset?
Fill me up, Arrow. Bitcoin solves this. Bitcoin 100,000.
Anyway, as
Yeah,
you
we
can
love
tell
you.
by
We're
the
gonna-
title of the episode, this is the gay episode. Because it is Pride Month today. Yesterday for you guys, today for us, June 1st is the start of Pride Month. And we thought that it would be apropos because of what's going on in the news about what's going on with Target, Kohl's, Bud Light, and the ongoing culture wars, which we all know and love so intimately because it has pretty much taken over.
We're basically pissed because a bunch of gay guys are tanking our freaking stocks.
Yeah, like what's the deal? It's a bunch of gay guys. It's I mean, I don't even know where it started really. I guess, well, because we're gonna get into the history of rainbow washing, as they call it, and the history of
Right. It is odd to pinpoint because for years now it seems like it's been pretty uncontroversial to
change your logo to a pride flag.
Right. I mean, I think there was pushback from progressives for a long time saying, you guys are kind of just co-opting this to make yourselves look good.
Of course. You mean Raytheon doesn't really support
sure,
LGBTQ?
Right. Lockheed Martin would change it to a rainbow logo.
Yeah.
But then, many people would point out that then they would also put money behind political candidates who maybe don't support policies that support
or they just
the
deliberately
queer community,
anti-gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was in vain to begin with.
Yeah, it's all just posturing.
And felt very uncontroversial. And lately, it's gotten a lot more controversial and is having a serious hit to people's market caps, sales, bottom lines.
So at the first one we want to talk about is Disney. Disney is probably not only the one that has been targeted the most recently, but they are perhaps the only company that's actively fighting back.
Yeah. Also, this one, I mean, all of these kind of suck because your two options are people who hate.
I thought you were going to say Disney or Florida.
Those, I mean, in this case,
pick a side.
Exactly. In this case, it's that. But like in most cases, it's, you're not like fighting for the queer community in this. You're like, oh, I hope Disney gets to keep its weird tax status.
Yeah. And continue developing.
And continues to like push over government regulation.
Yeah.
Or Ron DeSantis, shoves out people who fight back against something like the Don't Say Gay bill.
So Disney had recently, I think, was it this week? This week, they canceled plans to relocate employees to Florida. They had this massive campus that they were building, a multi-year project. They had spent the money already to relocate a bunch of employees. Now they've canceled it. They've informed those employees that they will work with them. If they want to go back to wherever they came from, they'll work with them. And it started when last year, CEO Bob, is it Chapek?
I thought it was Chapek.
Chapek. I think you're right.
Okay.
Bob Chapek, on a conference call for, I believe, their quarterly report at the time, publicly condemned Florida's Don't Say Gay law, which was a law that prohibited the education of
sexuality, gender
sexual
identity,
education
that kind of
for
stuff.
kindergarten
through
third grade.
Yeah.
And in response, Governor
But they also, he didn't do that until they felt a lot of pressure from
internally.
Yes, from employees being like, we want to stand up against this.
Right.
Yeah.
So in response, Governor DeSantis signed a bill that allowed him to control the special tax district that Disney World is in, which is called Reedy Creek.
Right. That's the most important part. They get basically very special treatment. The land that this huge complex sits on, Disney World,
Reedy
that has
Creek.
4 theme parks, 2 water parks, sports complex, hotels, stores, restaurants, that whole complex connected by highways down there. If you've ever been to Disney World, you know what I'm talking about. It's insane. It's a whole Disney city. It's a Disney World.
Oh, wow.
That is basically controlled by Disney. It's its own entity called Reedy Creek, where they get, they provide, they have their own government, basically. They get special tax treatment. It's what is it called? It's a special benefits district. Allows them to essentially be their own government. Right?
Makes
and
sense.
So that's why they want to take more and more of their business there, where they get all this special treatment. Get out of California, socialist California.
But now the governor took it over. Just the sign of a pen. I didn't even think that was possible, that he could just say, actually, no, yeah, you guys, I'm pulling the plug on this. Now I control it.
Well, I imagine it's a pretty tenuous space, right?
Sure.
A business entity owning, basically running their own
Yeah.
city. I mean, and for a long time they had Celebration, Florida, which is a very weird town in that area that was basically owned by Disney, and people would live there. And it still has a lot of the same. I've been there. It still feels like very connected to Disney. And
It was like a Disney community,
Yeah.
right? Where
Mhm.
if you were just a Disney freak, a Disney adult, and you really just couldn't get enough Mickey Mouse,
Yeah.
you'd go live in Celebration.
that's right.
Jesus, can you imagine?
You're just a hop, step, and a skip away from Disney World.
I couldn't take myself seriously having sex with my wife.
Why? You guys go down to downtown Diz, get loaded,
God.
go back to Celebration, Florida,
Ugh. Well, so
have the worst sex you've ever had.
yeah, we love it. Disney filed a lawsuit in response against the governor, alleging a targeted campaign of government retaliation. To which then the governor's Central Florida Tourism Oversight District Board launched a countersuit to that suit, citing, quote, backroom deals favorable to Disney, which is pretty vague, but I mean, yeah, that's what they've been doing for decades.
Right.
Is giving you scratch our back, we'll rub yours.
Yeah. You provide a lot of business to Florida.
So much business.
Yeah. We'll give you this tax haven.
Tax revenues.
Yeah. I mean, it's not.
Employment.
This is not that out of the ordinary, right? We all remember when Amazon was thinking about doing its second headquarters, and
Oh yeah.
maybe the most embarrassing thing cities have ever done, just like making videos to Amazon to be like, we'll do whatever you want. Taxes, don't even think about it. We would never dare charge you taxes.
Jeff Bezos can fuck all our wives. Whatever you want. You can do it, sir. Please. Where did they end up going? New York?
Virginia, and I believe they recently pulled out.
Surprise, surprise. Embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. Humiliating for the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. We want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, Moneygram. We live in a world that's more digital than ever, with nearly every want or need just a tap away. And so many of our favorite digital services seamlessly meet the physical world when they're delivered to your front door. But until now, that hasn't been true for crypto.
Digital currencies have been tied up online with no easy way to bring them into the real world. That's why we're so excited to share that you can now cash in and out of select digital wallets at participating MoneyGram locations without a bank, credit card, or debit card.
Folks, I'm telling you, it's the best thing to happen to bread since slicing.
Get the only digital wallets with real cash access activated by MoneyGram. Learn more at moneygram.com/stellarwallets.
So the governor's Central Florida Tourism Oversight District Board, a.k.a. CFTODB, they don't really call it that, responded again saying, quote, Disney announced the possibility of a Lake Nona campus nearly 2 years ago. Nothing ever came of the project, and the state was unsure whether it would come to fruition. Given the company's financial straits, falling market cap, and declining stock price, it is unsurprising that they would restructure their business operations and cancel unsuccessful ventures. So it's like, it seems like they're just kind of BSing. Like, we all know the real reason why they're fighting with them. It's because of the woke stuff. It's not because of anything else, but they're putting together this kind of press release that's like, oh, well, actually, it's because, they're not doing anything with it, and they're kind of, it's not surprising. And then they're trashing them Trump style, like, yeah, they're failing. They're not failing. I mean, the stock's been cut in half.
I mean, they were
over the
definitely
last year.
struggling, but now they brought Daddy Iger back. We'll see.
That's right.
We'll see how that works. But yeah, it's unclear how this is going to play out. That was, the whole Reedy Creek situation was a huge boon to Disney. It's not clear how much it saved them, but by some estimates, it's like tens of millions of dollars a year, and the ability to control the way their business is run completely. And now that's going away. It's unclear how it's going to play out.
I wonder if they have their own cops.
They do.
They do?
And their own fire department.
Yeah.
But are the cops employed by the city, the state, Disney?
Probably employed by Reedy Creek.
Oh, man, that's creepy. Not the one in, I think the one in Anaheim operates under a similar kind of thing. And I remember that when they purchased the land, it was a big mystery. And then it was revealed that, oh, it's Disney. It used to be Orange Groves. Something like that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's tough to. It's a horrible thing because I just don't even know who to root for. I mean, I'm rooting for no one. Hopefully, they both.
It's kind of like when two teams you don't care about get into the NBA Finals.
Except this time, if one of them wins, it has horrible repercussions for Americans.
Yeah. My dad used to work at Disneyland in Anaheim, and he said it was his favorite job. He was a skipper on the Jungle Cruise. I think back before the boat was on a track, or at least it was like loose on the track, so you could actually steer it. And they would have not an actual gun, but or maybe it did, and it shot blanks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wanted his ashes spread there, but if you try that, they like ban you for life. People spread ashes at Disneyland constantly. It's like they probably have a dedicated person to like look out on all the security cameras.
Just let them do it.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Let 'em do it. Spread the ashes. Who cares?
Anyway. So this was just the beginning. This has been going on for quite a long time, this fight between Disney and Ron DeSantis. But a lot of people are probably aware that there are a large amount of boycotts going on we talked about it in After Hours. If you're not a subscriber, Ben actually shocked me because I had obviously heard about the Bud Light boycotts, but I honestly thought it was very similar to, there are a lot of boycotts throughout the years, right? But they usually amount to nothing. Like there are ones, the Colin Kaepernick boycott of Nike, the fucking...
Of the NFL, too.
Yeah, we're not...
The kneeling players.
Exactly. We're not eating M&Ms anymore because, I don't know, I want to fuck the green one so badly or something. I don't even know what that one was about. So usually they don't amount to much. And I figured, so you see it. But as you pointed out, it was starting to have a real effect on sales, their bottom line. So if you don't know, basically during March Madness, at the beginning of April... Bud Light sent a handful of beers to Dylan Mulvaney, a trans influencer, and she was celebrating
women's pride.
No, I think she was celebrating a year of being a woman.
They sent her custom cans with like her face.
Yeah,
on
one of the cans had her likeness on it.
And at first, people thought that meant. I think people thought, oh, they're going to start selling this in stores and they're going to be massively pushing this.
Well, and the best part was she was also announcing a sweepstakes, which is very funny. Uh-huh. It was, you could win $15,000 from Bud Light by sending in videos of you carrying a lot of beers. So I love that it was just this like, send in videos of you holding a bunch of beer.
Would 2 30-packs count?
I think it was like do a fucking funny thing and you could win you could win $15,000 is all part of this like viral
all right
promotion thing.
Can I still enter?
Yeah, we should make a video, try to get the $15,000. Hey, we heard no one collected. We've got an idea.
Someone's got to make that. Someone's got to win.
And if you've been paying attention at all, you know that it didn't go the way they thought it would.
No, it didn't.
Basically, Bud Light has not been doing well for a while. It's like people are aging out of drinking Bud Light. It had a very kind of fratty, bro-y
vibe to
brand. It. Yeah. And so they were like, if we don't connect with a younger audience, we'll probably lose this brand.
Yeah.
It didn't go the way they thought it would. All hell broke loose, basically.
Yeah, people's heads exploded. Kid Rock
took a very large gun and started shooting his Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Others were posting their videos throwing it out.
Which is great because there were also, I think I saw one where they had like almost a small parking lot's worth of beer and they got a steamroller and they steamrolled all the beer. Which is just such a great self-own because now you got a stinky beer-covered parking lot.
Hey, it's not their parking lot.
It's got to be. Who's going to let...
Anything to stop. I'll tell you what. I drank a bunch of Bud Light, and it made me gay for a while. And so you do want to be careful with the stuff. But they tried to distance themselves from it. Obviously, they were like, this is not what we intended to happen at all. It was, they put out a weird short statement from the CEO. Here's a little bit of it. They were just like, we never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. We are in the business of bringing people together over a beer. All that did was piss off like any progressive people who were like, okay, you guys are cowards, and
pick a side.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they also put on leave 2 of the marketing people behind the campaign.
Meanwhile, the stock dropped 10 points, which was worth about $27 billion in market cap. So the company, Anheuser-Busch, is worth $27 billion less than it was
right. So
a few months ago.
It was happening very quickly, but even so, this was the beginning of April. In the week ending on April 29th, sales were down 23% from a year ago. HSBC analyst Carlos Laboy downgraded AB InBev stock. This is the owner, Anheuser-Busch InBev, the owner of Bud Light and a bunch of brands. Their other brands are falling too. That's something to note. Said the stock, saying Mulvaney dust-up has caused deeper problems than ABI admits, and criticizing the company's management handling of the matter. The way this Bud Light crisis came about a month ago, management's response to it, and the loss of unprecedented volume and brand relevance raises many questions. So people seem genuinely concerned that this is actually going to harm them.
How does Bud Light fix this? Do they come out with a special Confederacy can or something?
I don't know. They got to do something. Shares of Bud Light's parent company are down now more than 20% in 2 months since the beer sent personalized memorabilia to transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Meanwhile, sales for this is the big one. Meanwhile, sales for rival Molson Coors are up more than 15% on an annual basis, and shares of the Coors Light and Miller Lite parent have gained 19% over the last 2 months.
That's right. You know what their ticker symbol is? It's really cute. TAP.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really good.
Like a beer tap. A keg tap.
Although I'm almost positive there are Pride cans of Coors Light.
Probably.
So, I mean, and that's the thing. All this stuff has been so uncontroversial for years that I think it'd be hard to find a beer company that has not put out a can.
Sure. Also, it's just these same people love to talk about how triggered snowflakes get and how they're so easily triggered and like, oh, you need a safe space? You need a safe space, you little Gen Z, you little millennial?
I need a safe space to drink Bud Light and kiss boys, baby.
Yeah, geez, man. Can you leave us alone? Can you let us kiss in private with our
shut
gay
the door.
beer?
This is my safe space.
Yeah. And yet here they are freaking out over a damn beer can. Just the beer. Like, who cares? Who cares? Truly. So Target's learning the same hard
I will
lesson.
say, so that's the funny thing about I find it so like brain breaking because I find out about the controversy way before I see, like, they give it so much more press.
Right.
I don't think I ever would have known that
Right.
she had done this sweepstakes giveaway, whatever. Had this never happened, it would have just kind of passed without a second thought. I would have never known about it. They make them huge stories.
It just don't we have bigger issues, folks? Just don't we have? I can understand if we had homelessness solved and world hunger and disease and stuff just totally licked, then we could deal with this kind of shit. But truly, get your friggin' act together here, people. Like, come on.
Should we do Target?
Yeah, we got to talk about Target. So Target is in a similar boat, a very shitty boat. Their stock is down from 160 to 130, which is about $13.8 billion in market cap. Stock's down like, God, I want to say 10 sessions in a row.
I mean, as of yesterday, the Target stock had closed down for its 9th consecutive day.
There you go.
After the retailer became a target of backlash. And
I bought some shares today for a bounce.
I mean, that's the weird thing. I don't know. usually these things don't mean anything. They're like a small minor blip.
Well, and also, I mean, Dollar General just reported earnings, and oh my God, the stock's just getting annihilated. I think it's down like 35%. Advanced Auto
'Cause they're gay?
Parts, because
Advanced Auto Parts is gay too?
Advanced Auto Parts is putting rainbow flags on their brake pads now. There's huge backlash.
Not Advanced Auto Parts.
Yeah, dude. But Advanced Auto Parts is, they just reported earnings and are getting decimated. So it's like, I don't know how much you attribute it to narratives like this and how much you can attribute it to just cyclical things and stocks just technically breaking down and doing bearish moves in response to retail shoppers tightening their belts, which is certainly
Right,
something that's on the horizon.
It could be both considered. So
Kohl's is also one.
Right, exactly. That's what, because both Target and Kohl's have been under the same controversy where during Pride Month, they display Pride merch, like rainbow colored clothing. It'll be pretty heavily displayed at the front of the store.
Shirts that say "I'm a little gay kid."
Shirts that say "I'm a little gay kid."
Target turned me gay.
Yeah, pass me a Bud Light. But and so they put out something saying that they were going to move some of that merch further back into the store. Which, this is what's funny too. The timing of it is like, I saw that story where they basically said that it was because of employee safety.
Yes,
they didn't want employees getting harassed and putting into.
Psychos are going in there and videoing themselves, or some might not be, but videoing themselves going. I saw a few where guys are going up to Target employees and saying, "Do you support this satanic? Do you support the devil?" And they're like, "Sir, I just work here.
Right.
I just work at Target. But do you support this messaging to our children?"
Right. They don't pay me enough to get in a physical alteration with you.
Did you say alteration?
I did. It kind of got stuck in there.
Yeah, altercation.
Altercation. Yeah. It did get kind of stuck in there. But so I saw that story before maybe the song of the year came out.
This track is just, everybody's talking about it.
It goes so hard. It was the #1 song on iTunes for a bit, which a lot of us didn't realize that iTunes you could still get music there, but you can.
Could put 1,000 songs in your pocket. Well, wait. So real fast, just before we get to that, they are, Target in response is moving certain merchandise that's more. They're kind of picking and choosing the more controversial items, putting them in the backs of stores, removing them entirely.
Yeah.
Because they just kind of are like.
I also think it's certain stores. I think it's like a regional issue. And if you go on Target's website, they're still prominently displaying Target merch. But so I don't like, the timeline doesn't make sense.
Well,
this all came out, and then this song came out.
Mm-hmm. Very, very quickly they put this together.
Yeah.
Let's hear a bit of it.
Maybe not a bit. It's such a good song. We might have to play all 2 minutes.
So have your finger ready to pause it, because this.
So this is Forgiato Blow, I believe, is the guy in the cart. I don't know who the gentleman in the back is.
For the audio listener,
he's the strangest looking man I've ever seen. And when he starts singing towards the end, I lose my fucking shit in the club.
Just imagine if you ever drive down the highway and you see one of those 18-wheelers where it's clearly the guy driving it also owns it. And he's like decked it out with all kinds of chrome and shit. And it's like his truck, and he's got, cool right. This guy looks like if one of those 18-wheelers was a person.
Yeah.
All right. He's wearing USA clothes.
Digital shoppers. There's a cleanup on every aisle. Target is Target.
Boycott Target.
They put a target on my back, but they're targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds.
He's taking Bud Light from the refrigerator at Target.
Target.
Yeah, they target in.
Target.
Yeah, they target in.
Target. Yeah, they target in. Target. Yeah, they target. You know that Target's that wrong. Trying to play with the kids. A Megaville. I'm preaching again. You know that LGBTQ.
So, okay, pause it. You know the LGBTQ has went too far. He's waving American flags in the children's book section. and he is holding up a book that looks like it's called the Rainbow Yearbook. Oh my God. Oh my God. Someone call the police.
Also, he's behind some
preschool books.
Yeah,
Brain
that look
Quest.
pretty good.
Yeah, they look
Brain
like
Quest
pretty
workbooks,
good,
yeah.
pretty good looking books there. Also, sir, you have a choice. You don't have to buy any of those things. That's what's beautiful
How'd they
about.
get into a Target? Number one.
How'd they get let in there?
Yeah,
do
it's
you
completely empty, and they're filming a music video in there.
Well, there's someone shopping in the background.
You think they did all this during store hours?
Yeah, of course they did. You can go in there with a couple.
Imagine this, dude.
It's not a full-on production, man. They're probably shooting it on iPhones. Also, to your point, nobody, no person working at Target is going to come in and they probably did get kicked out. Who cares?
No, you know how I know it's not? Because they shot it at night when they're in the parking lot. There's no fucking cars in there.
They probably waited until nighttime when everyone was gone.
Okay, I want to hear my fucking song again.
Also, so he's also holding up these bottles of Stella Rosa.
Right, that have
wine.
Rainbow flags on
Yeah,
them.
that have rainbow. Like, my brother in Christ, the drinking age is 21. What's wrong with putting a rainbow flag on a bottle of alcohol? Oh, we've established that with Bud Light. I'm so sorry. I apologize. But if their whole point is that they're targeting your kids, I mean, alcohol is a different story. But
I mean, that is I believe Ted Cruz said we might have to look into charging Dylan Mulvaney with targeting underage children for drinking.
No fucking way. Really?
Something like that. But he's probably just drumming up.
Oh, yeah. He's showing his constituents that he's taking it seriously and is their champion. All right, let's continue.
You know they cutting these kids, they leaving trannies with scars. Why they pushing the gender, promoting sexual genders? I'm only rocking with Bruce, don't rock with no Caitlyn Jenner. You think that gay gon' get you paid? Yeah, we gon' see. It's Mar-a-Lago 2024, we trumping, baby. They put a target on my back.
This guy's...
Jeez, man.
Look, empty parking lot.
Yeah, okay, they're doing
No
this.
shoppers.
Take pride. They're just showing a harm. Look at this. Oh my God, a display that just says.
Why does it say
pride.
40? Oh, because Trump will be 47 if he wins again. Target. Yeah, they target kids.
Look at this gay toy. Oh my God, can you believe it? Look at this. The same display they're showing. Oh wait, pause it.
But also, why is that truck? Why is that truck gay?
He's
looking and going,
Like, what the heck is this?
what the heck?
It's a Paw Patrol truck. It's a gay Paw Patrol truck. Damn, what the heck is this?
The heck?
Can you believe this? And it doesn't even look gay. I see no rainbow flag. It's the girl's truck. It's
It could be anyone's truck. It's just purple
female
and
character's truck.
It's just purple and pink. What the heck?
What the heck is this?
Girls
man?
can't drive trucks.
Man, fuck this. Man, fuck Target.
Girls
Man,
can't drive trucks.
Girls can't drive truck. Man, this is a gay truck. This truck's... Nobody show this to my son. He's too susceptible to becoming gay. He sees this truck, he's going to want to go kiss another boy. Man, I just can't be having that. Time to go shop at Walmart.
Wait, skip ahead to... I just want to see the guy in all black.
He's coming.
So this guy's just...
He's just in the boys section, and it looks like a pretty normal boys section. There's dinosaurs, there's robot, there's like a 2-foot tall
Dinosaurs
Darth Vader
are gay, and the other side, I don't think we should make anything pink anymore. It's too suggestive.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see. This is good.
yeah, the best guy.
He's got depression.
Never seen a guy look like this before. New guy just dropped.
Oh, he's a Jewish guy? Wait, what?
Oh wow, twist. Oh, that's why he's so Old Testament.
Wait. Oh my God. He looks like okay, now he's grabbing tampons. I don't know what that's got to do with anything.
Target, yeah, they target him. Target, yeah, they target kids.
All right, enough.
Let's
review.
The tampons is funny. It's just like
The only gay
just
things
get rid of women.
The only gay things that they showed us was one single display for wine that said "Take Pride."
Yeah,
with
but it
a
had
flag.
rainbows on it.
It had rainbows on it, and then the girls' Paw Patrol truck.
Which is gay.
They And this guy's asserting that you've got to wash it all with the blood of Christ and that God is coming.
Also, he's a Jewish guy saying that.
Well, no, I think he might just have the
confusing.
Star of David just because, I don't know, but.
Just like as a nod to, we do support Israel.
I don't know. Just well, like you said, Old Testament shit.
I can't. You got to give it to him.
It
though.
is
like
catchy.
if we do let women drive trucks, what's next? You know what I mean?
Boys kissing boys.
But that's what's so weird. So this came out at it seemed like
May 25th.
It seemed like they won, right? Like Target was like, Jesus Christ, okay, we'll fucking move this stuff so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And then I guess they were just capitalizing on the controversy. They did get the #1 song on iTunes.
Wait, was it really the #1 song on iTunes?
Yeah, but
I thought you were kidding. That's great.
that's what they were saying. But like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
no one
exactly.
uses iTunes.
Yeah.
It's
like
it's not even.
we're the top trending topic on Rumble.
Sure, I think more people use Rumble than fucking.
It's funny. I mean, we live in a supply and demand. I don't know if these guys are aware, but that's how it works. Is companies supply what people want and what they demand, and they're not going to sell this stuff unless people want to buy it. That's the impetus for why they put the shit on the shelves. So I don't think your beef is with Target. I think your beef is with it's like some gay guy once said, if you don't want any more gay people, tell straight people to stop having gay kids. Because they're the only ones having gay children.
Or stop letting your straight kids drink Bud Light. That's what happened to me, and look at me now.
Man, I mean, there's so much to say on the subject. Like, people want to buy shit.
Do that?
I highly doubt your little kid is going to see a rainbow flag display or something and start questioning his own sexuality and think like, do I want to, fucking kiss boys or
Not
something?
true. I took one look at a Paw Patrol purple truck, and I knew then.
You knew that?
Yeah.
That Jeremy from class suddenly you
said-
saw him in a different light?
Yeah.
It is really funny to me that these people act like this is the #1 thing, and you know where I'm going with this, that this is the #1 thing that's causing harm to America's youth, and that the worst thing right now is a fucking rainbow flag on a t-shirt.
I mean, it's also funny, all the religious overtones. I mean, Christ, if I was going to leave my kid with someone, I'd rather leave him with gay people than fucking the Catholic Church.
Yeah, no kidding.
Christ almighty.
How many fucking children have been sexually
Guys,
assaulted?
the call's coming from inside the house. Holy shit.
That's a great point, man.
I mean,
That's a great point. Oh, we got to wash it with the blood of Christ.
I didn't
Are you
realize-
going to wash the cum off with the blood of Christ, dude?
I didn't realize it had such religious overtones until just now, but it's very...
Of course it is. All these people, their whole thing is like,
no, I
this
just didn't
is...
realize that video
Oh, yeah.
was so religious.
Well, there's that, and then there's, what's probably affecting children more than rainbow flags on shirts at Target is things like active shooter drills, or hell, just active shooters entirely, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true. Leave our kids alone. They're busy.
Yeah, just leave the kids alone. In
They're
fact,
supposed to be doing active shooter drills.
let's just.
Quit trying to give my kid Bud Light and let him get back to his active shooter drill. No, we're joking a lot, but it is genuinely...
It's just so dark.
I think I was so shocked because of how much of a regression this is. This is something that was genuinely uncontroversial.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when Trump was coming into office, there was a group of people saying he's one of the most progressive people coming into office on gay issues.
Yeah.
He would be the first president coming into office while supporting gay marriage. When Obama was elected,
That's right.
it was still in 2008.
Yeah.
It was something he couldn't come outright and say.
Right.
It was so uncontroversial on the campaign trail in 2016 that Trump was able to be like, I love the gays.
Yeah.
The gays love me. And this is such a step backwards.
Oh, man.
And I just did not know this kind, because I mean, when these things happen, it's like boycotts sometimes do work, but it really comes down to two things, like how much people actually care and how easy it is to switch to a
Coors Light.
Sure, like Bud Light
Walmart.
works because I guess people really do care, and it's fairly simple to find another shitty American beer.
It will be interesting now that Pride Month is starting, how many companies are going to get backlash by the conservative.
Well, that's, I
by
mean,
conservatives for
like
changing their
starting
logo.
this month, are they going to, I mean, I was refreshing last night because I was like, I mean, we're on the West Coast here, presumably on the East Coast it's June 1st, so I was trying to see if companies were...
Raytheon.
I was trying to see if like Amazon had switched their logo, or I checked Target, but I mean, that was last night. They hadn't switched them yet, but I'm like, starting this month, is there just going to be nowhere to shop anymore for them?
I don't know. But
because Target is not the last one. Chick-fil-A also is under fire for, and again, that's what's weird. These are things that have been going on for years.
Yeah.
So I guess they found out about their, they're called DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. And they're saying, you know, even though Chick-fil-A, which was for a while supported by conservative
it's
values because of
they're closed on Sundays.
Right, their religious backing and their
ownership.
Yeah.
They also donate a lot to conversion therapy for
That's
gay
right.
people.
Yeah,
Right.
they do. Yeah.
Okay, so they donate a lot to conversion therapy and stuff like that. They're now targeting them. So it does not seem like, and there was I might have put the link in, or if you just Google Joey Mannarino, it's just another guy. They're now trying to get a list of all the businesses that we should be boycotting for.
I mean,
But the list is going to be endless. Oh yeah, there it is.
oh, this guy, Joey Mannarino, a political strategist. He's an Italian American.
All right, I know. It's, look.
His pronouns are shut up. That's great.
Jesus Christ. No, go down.
How much further?
It's not that far, I don't think. There it is.
Okay. Boycott month begins tomorrow, he says. Let's see how proud these brands are after 30 straight days of consistent business
Straight
losses.
days. Do you get
Target, Kohl's, Bud Light, Calvin Klein, Nike, Pantene, Dove, Citibank, Adidas, and Gillette. Again, this is not homophobia. This is, quote, we like natural men and women and don't want to be forced into your world of liberal depravity. Did I leave anyone out?
And then I think people answered him and started. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see some people being
Just
like,
make up a name.
Zach
Tony Baloney's Pizzeria.
Bueller.
If we scroll down. And, we went on North Face, Maybelline.
Maybelline. Damn, you can't even wear puffy coats no more.
What else? Do we have any more? Nah, probably not. Okay, so I wanted to get into a bit of the history of LGBTQ capitalism, which is it's been called rainbow wash. Companies that are accused of just kind of
Right, that's what we were talking about at the beginning, where
kowtowing.
people basically like, oh, I mean, this is a really common thing, right? Companies are like, oh, this issue has now become uncontroversial.
Right.
We'll throw our support behind it.
right,
You know,
because they've now, well, up until recently, they had calculated that the blowback was not sufficient enough to outweigh the benefits
right.
of catering to.
That's why I was saying, like, these companies aren't actually taking a stand
Of
on
course.
anything. It's like, you know, the latest one was Black Lives Matter. Companies were like, oh, looks like it might be safe to throw up a Black Lives Matter flag.
Yeah. But so in the 80s and 90s, gay men and women, the recognition of them started to really grow, and that demographic really started to pop up for advertisers as they started to kind of realize that this was a demographic that they could very much cater to and commercially take advantage of, but
Sure,
take advantage.
I mean,
So an early example would be Absolute Vodka. They are still one of the biggest sponsors of gay pride parades, and they began advertising to their LGBTQ base in 1981 with full-page ads in gay magazines like The Advocate. And then famously, it became a kind of meme before the internet had memes. Subaru was famously known as a car for lesbians.
Yep.
It was
And
like
gay
a
guys
trope.
who drink Bud Light in there. Beep beep toot toot.
Gay guys
That's
who
me,
drink Bud
baby.
Light, but Subaru identified in the 90s that gay women, lesbians, were a key demographic, and they started marketing to them well before any of it became mainstream. Because it seems like it is very normal now, but just not so long ago, it very much wasn't. Ellen DeGeneres came out in 1997, and it was so controversial.
I mean, dude, as I was saying, the election of Barack Obama, that was not a long time ago.
Not a long time ago.
There
People
are
tend to forget
videos of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama being asked why they don't support gay
Right.
marriage, and Hillary Clinton being like, just fully, I believe it's between a man and a woman.
Yeah,
This was not a long time ago.
right. So Ellen came out in 97. I remember seeing it on the cover of magazines. Will and Grace aired in 1998, which was like the first TV show with an openly gay character. And then The L Word and Queer Eye were some pretty big shows that didn't come out too much later. But the Subaru ads were really great. So the Subaru ads had these little nods to queer identity with their ads having the license plates red. There was one that said P-Townie, which was in reference to a historically gay Provincetown.
Oh yeah, P-Town, come on.
P-Town.
On Cape Cod.
Then my favorite was Xena Lover.
Hey, I was a bit of a Xena lover.
Because for those of you who don't know, there was a TV show in
Xena
the
the
90s,
Warrior Princess.
Xena Warrior Princess, which was kind of the answer to Hercules, the female Hercules. And it was...
Yeah, they were one after the other.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it was
right.
on Friday nights. I would watch both.
Was it on TNN?
Kevin Sorbo,
CB
famous
CBS?
homophobe.
Yes, Kevin Sorbo. Now a very... yeah.
Lucy Lawless was Xena.
Lucy Lawless was Xena, and she was very much a lesbian icon. It was...
Well, she had a partner that would travel with her.
Yes.
Blanking on
Her little sidekick.
Yeah.
And it was like, are they more than friends? Constant companions?
Mm.
And some of Subaru's ads had copy that said, "It's not a choice, it's the way we're built." So they weren't explicitly, it was just kind of like a wink, wink, nod, nod to,
Pretty based for the 90s.
yeah, but like if you're a normie, you're not even going to notice. You're just like, oh yeah, whatever. This isn't, they weren't alienating it. It was really genius of them. They weren't alienating anybody, but they were supporting this marginalized group to the extent that it succeeded. Huge. It was such a massive success.
I do have to point out, though, like, I don't know what it is exactly that's changed, because I do think if you are a normie, you're still not going to notice today. Like I was saying, I would have never noticed
Right.
that Bud Light had a Dylan Mulvaney can or whatever. I just kind of like live my life.
You know why?
Without...
You know why? Because the Koch brothers and other conservative interests with a lot of money pay the likes of, what's the guy's with the beard? What was a woman guy?
Oh, Matt Walsh.
Yeah, they absolutely fund the Matt Walshes, the Ben Shapiros, the
The best part is that
they're
means
culture
they have
warriors.
To, like, they have
Go
to
start this.
follow all these people. Their feeds probably have to be a bunch of. They're probably following Dylan Mulvaney to be like,
Yeah, that is funny.
we have to follow this to see what we can
Yeah,
do.
stop
And then as soon as they
following
did
it,
a
man.
Bud Light thing, they're like,
Look at this.
it's time.
It's time. God
We-
damn it.
We got her dead to rights.
Yeah. So then by the late 90s, you had queer people becoming it became safer to really be themselves and come out, and you started to see more overt use of it in advertising. So you had RuPaul and Katie Lang were in ads for MAC Cosmetics from 94 to 96. In 1994, IKEA had a commercial featuring an openly gay couple, same-sex couple. And they got some backlash. There was a bomb threat that was called into a New York IKEA. So it's like it, and the person, the guy who was in charge of marketing for Subaru, got tons of hate mail and petitions with. This is back in the day when, folks, hate mail was a thing. If something bothered you, you got out a pen and paper and hand wrote, "Dear Sir or Madam, I am whatever.
Yeah, now you guys just get in my DMs.
Yeah, now you just
grow up. Write a letter.
You had to actually have hate in your heart.
If it's that important, write me a letter.
Write a letter.
If you're
Get
that
it
pissed
stamped.
about what I said, write me a letter.
I wonder if some of these people have ever even written a damn letter, if they know how to properly fill out an envelope. One time I was writing a check to my landlord and I put the address only to realize I had written it upside down on the envelope. But then I was like, no, it's not upside down. Who gives a shit? It's like, I was holding it. I'm like, oh man, because the fold, or the way that it
All about
opened.
perspective, brother.
It's all about perspective. I was like, oh, he's going to get it and it's going to be upside down.
All right, pull.
He's going to flip it around. I wouldn't even hire anything. So then, fast forward to the start of the Obama administration, and LGBTQ advertising really started to boom around the time when same-sex marriage was not only accepted but passed into law.
Yeah.
And now look where we are. Corporations realized that the backlash that they would face was outweighed by the benefits of showing that they were supportive of this movement. But then, young people, though, are a lot more privy and smart than they give them credit for and have access to information and can easily see like, oh, cool, Chick-fil-A, you changed your chicken logo to a fucking flag, but you're donating to
Right.
anti-gay causes. And it's just interesting. It's more late-stage capitalism shit that really just makes me tired. It just makes me tired. Everybody just needs to... It's like I mean, it just goes back to the root cause of just money in politics.
Wait, can we check? Can we check some like prominent companies now that it's June 1st and just see? I'm curious if this is causing anyone to hold back. Do like Amazon.
Like just Amazon.com?
No, yeah. I want to see if their accounts have changed to like cowards.
Interesting. Cowards, fully. Oh, goodness.
Chase, JP Morgan Chase.
Yeah, Chase.
You know the banks love to be like,
Nope.
Us?
They didn't change it
Wait,
either.
This is crazy. Usually it's like clockwork.
Yeah, really.
Wow. Go to Instagram. Go to Instagram.
Ooh, maybe, Instagram's probably a friendlier place.
Instagram's where they really...
What should we do? Chase?
Just do Amazon.
God, they've broken all... wow, still.
No way.
Ooh, interesting. Oh my God,
Wow,
nothing.
Not even a
Not
post.
anything.
Wait.
Whoa, who's the social media?
Okay,
It looks like we got to boycott Amazon.
Do Target. I'm sure they won't, but I'm just curious. This is crazy.
This is really crazy.
Wow.
It is the start of Pride Month.
What's another? All right, yeah, JP Morgan Chase. Or just Chase.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow.
It's usually right off the bat,
It's usually,
right?
immediate. Or maybe there's an official day within the month.
I thought it was just June. Disney.
No. What the fuck? Wow. Huh. Did you try Gay Guys? Instagram.
What's another like very popular brand?
I don't know. American Express, but they're not gonna.
No.
Kohl's? No, there's no way. Anyone that's recently been targeted.
Do like an airline.
American Airlines.
American Airlines.
I wonder if like Southwest. Nope, nothing.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, I'll be dipped in shit.
I'll be dippity doodled.
Are brands gonna pretend like Pride Month is not happening?
Not us. Not us. We've even titled the episode. We are supportive of all faiths and gender identities and sexualities. Even this guy. I'm supportive of him, no matter what his choices are. Anywho. So, let's move on to the market, shall we, with the last bit of time we've got here. Another trillionaire mindset prediction has come to fruition. We called the market crashing months ago. We called Tesla's stock declining months ago. And then we called the fact that, this was an easy one.
This was an easy one, but we pretty much said exactly what would happen, which is that
It would come down to the wire and the debt ceiling would pass. And it's looking like it's going to pass.
But also that Biden would cave on a lot of things and the Republicans would get things they want. Also, it's not a complete done deal. It's passed the House and now has to go to the Senate.
But it passed with overwhelming support. It was 314 to 117.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking good. But yeah, there are some key things in there.
It expands work requirements.
Caps non-defense spending because, of course, I swear, if you touch my fucking defense spending, don't even fucking dare. All right? If you think I'm not going to bomb Yemen and Somalia, you got another thing coming, pal. If you think I would rather give that money
to
starving Americans, no.
Well, maybe
we're gonna institute work requirements for people who want SNAP benefits.
Yeah, so that's part of it. Is they're expanding work requirements for some food stamp recipients. They're clawing back some COVID relief funds, cutting IRS funding.
Right,
that'd be cool.
Not really, because
I like it.
Okay, well, they set aside that money to go after more wealthy.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was for the 80,000 new agents that they're going to hire to go after people for sending $600 to each other on Venmo.
I believe it probably wouldn't work out this way anyway, but I believe the intention was to go out after wealthier individuals.
Well, fuck. They're restarting student loan payments by the end of summer.
That one really, that's going to be a fucking mess, honestly. They're going to restart student loan payments, and I don't think people are ready for that.
But they're maintaining the $20,000 in debt relief for some student loan borrowers. There's that.
And they said it's time we start putting that money back to Americans. But I don't think they understand the 40 million Americans with student debt payments starting again are actually Americans, and you're going to be taking money from them.
Did you see that stat that like the top 8 wealthiest people in the world have more cash than like the entire United States Treasury?
Say it again?
It's like the top 6 wealthiest Americans or wealthiest people in the world or something. I think wealthiest Americans have more cash than
liquid cash.
I think it might be just their net worth is it's probably they're worth more than the entire United States Treasury. Which is pretty sick. Cool. Go America. We've earned it. We've earned it. Speaking of, he's back on top.
Who?
Elon Musk.
He's the richest guy again?
He's the richest guy again.
That's cool.
They call he went to China recently and they call him Brother Ma. I don't know why.
Brother Ma.
Maybe it's because it's how you say Musk in Chinese. Ma. But his Neuralink company just won FDA approval for a human study of brain implants.
And I just won a spot in the human testing, which is great for me. I'm actually hoping it kills me.
Yeah, I wonder what man, that the release that you got to sign for that has got to be a fucking mile long.
Yeah,
you're signing away your life in perpetuity for any and all things that. But I'm sure that they would want to cover it up as much as possible, so they'd probably take care of you. They'd probably really take care of you for the rest of your life.
Mine just can't stop playing porn. I'm just like,
you're at somebody's funeral, just like, ugh.
No, I'm listening.
Like that poor guy who has an orgasm every 10 seconds or something. You ever seen that guy?
He's lying.
I remember they show him in a park, just hunkered over, going, "Oh!" It's really sad. I shouldn't laugh, but it is funny. Oh man. And then the last news that we should hit. Nvidia was the most recent company to join the Trillionaire Club.
Briefly.
Yeah.
They dipped.
Man, fucking God. After they reported their earnings, so many other two of the stocks that I mentioned on the show a few weeks back that were highlighted as being some of the leaders to watch in the space, CN, Cadence, and Synopsys, their stocks surged with Nvidia, and then Broadcom. Dude, can we pull up a quick, just Google AVGO, which is their ticker symbol. And just look up 5 days. Press the 5-day button. You see that mass? Look, it went from $700 to $900 in just a few days. Their market cap is now $332 billion. Just absolutely bananas. And famously, really, really, really funny stuff. Cathie Wood sold all of her Nvidia at the recent bottom at like $120 a share and missed out on over 200% in gains. And then put out a statement after the fact saying that they view Nvidia as overvalued. You can't make
She's
it
got
up.
a vision, man. I don't know. Maybe I trust her.
I still need to read their presentations that they put together are really impressive, and they're really dense and really appear to be well
we were gonna have
researched.
air taxis by last year, but I think she sees where we're going in the AI space.
Sure, I agree with you. The other thing that we're going to be watching out for is next week's Apple WWDC conference. That's going to be really, really potentially fucking massive.
The worldwide dick contest.
Apple's worldwide dick contest. That's right. Are you entering this year?
Yep, I enter every year.
Yeah, me too. I never make it into the top, 90%, but
they say, look, don't take this the wrong way. You got a great thing going on, but we're looking for more of
a full hog.
Right. This is worldwide, after all.
Yeah.
I say sure. I
understand.
Yeah.
But
I do like entering.
they're
I like the pomp and circumstance, you know?
You get out and march it around. The twirling contest is my favorite.
Yeah.
Where do you have you twirl it around and play it like a banjo?
Mm-hmm.
You grab the tip, bang, 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 ding, 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 ding. Anyway, they are expected to announce, I believe, a VR set. They're finally going to do VR. Will they be the ones to finally break in and make VR commonplace or whatever? I say no. I say no. I say it's going to flop. It's going to be too expensive. Too cost prohibitive for most people, and nobody wants to walk around with a fucking thing on their head.
I kind of think they're not even going to announce it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think they're going to announce? Just like, we got the iPhone 29.
It would probably be 15 or 16
I
at
know,
this point.
but
So
just start calling it iPhone Mark II, and then go Mark II 2, Mark II 3.
2.2.
Yeah. Introduce some points, man.
I got that song stuck in my head.
Which one?
Target. Yeah, they're targeting. They're targeting our kids.
The blood of Jesus Christ is gonna spill on the floor. It's a target. And they're targeting.
The only thing these kids should be drinking is the blood of Christ.
That's right. But not with no gay wine bottle, all right? We want Confederate flags all around.
Target.
And it's just for our heritage, okay? We don't believe in slavery.
Yeah, they're targeting.
Anyway.
Also, I'll never get that image of the guy just
with the
looking at his truck.
The gay truck. Man, this thing is gay.
They're making trucks gay now?
They're making trucks gay? Man, get out of here. Let's go to Walmart. Got bad news for you, pal. Walmart's gay too.
And you gotta love the tampons.
Yeah, he's buying like what?
I'll buy my wife a bleeding rock and that's it.
Gang, it's been real, it's been fun, it's been gay, and if you've lasted this long, we love you very much, and we hope that the next 2 episodes are fun and as special as everybody out there is. And so once again, stay tuned, and we're not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
All right, Ben.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, we love you.
Yeah, we love you. Don't look down when you say it. Make eye contact.
No, I love you or whatever.
Oh, he's saying it to me. He's not. Yeah.
No, I love you and you and you
Anywho,
and you.
so long, folks. We'll see you in after hours.
Bye.